One where Darosha went was zone 2. Like I used to break down the division of Nigerian police force. They are in 4 structures, 4 levels. You have the divisional police headquarters, you have the area command, you have state command, you have zonal command, then you have the federal command, which is that is where the IG is. At federal command, they see to state to zone. Now, Lagos State is under zone 2, where is at Onikon. That is where they always call Lion Building. That is at Onikon in Lagos. When you get to Lagos and they say they are taking you to Lion Building, that is zone 2. So it's a federal command. You have the list you will find there on the deck will be an ASP. No, an SP, superintendent, the list. You see plenty commissioners sitting on tables. They are, handling a number of things for the zone. So in zone 2, which is meant for the southwest states, so he was taken to the federal, not state. The case was Panti is handling for the state, that is Lagos State. Now, going further, just as you said, you are very correct. It is always advisable when you have anything to do with police, go with a lawyer. Or even if you are arrested by police, tell them you want to call your lawyer. Don't write statements, without your lawyer, if you have been accused. But if you just want to give an account of what happened, you might, if you know how to say it. And it's always good when you write statements. Keep it straight and simple. Straight to what happened. Don't talk story. If it's just 2 paragraphs, it's okay. Don't say things that will further implicate you. That is the reason you need lawyers. And many a times when a lawyer follows you to a police station, there is tendency of you not being bullied or being cajoled by police. Some people, they don't have case, they will just tell them, do you know this? They will be threatening, just to make people afraid to get things out of them. It's normal for police to do that anyways. So it's okay. I think those are the basic things. Lawyers are your friends. Everybody needs a lawyer. You need a lawyer to help you interpret a lot of things and to guide you what you should say or what you should not say. In case of Darosha, I think the interesting thing is the boy has actually been sick, as he claimed, since past week. He said he's still sick. But if he goes there on Thursday, they will continue with what they have to do. He has made a statement, they will verify it, and they will continue. Though the crime now is a state crime, according to the petition. But it can be treated by the federal police because it's also a federal crime as well. So, be that as it may, it has nothing to do with who killed or what killed Mohbad. It has to do tampering with a corpse. That is a criminal offense and it's a felony. Simple and short. I hope I've been able to add value to that, Lady Harris.
Yes, sir. Always. Thank you.
Lizzie, how are you doing? The boys, how are you doing?
Are we doing fine? Thank you very much.
Sweetie. How are you?
Hey, did you say sweetie? Hey, Mudano.
Yes.
In places where you might need Baba's name, for example, let's look at the tampering of Darosha's body. Even any of an interested party can write a petition regarding that and say, as a member of the public, from evidences in the public, we found out that Mr. P0LIC Adeyemo, aka Darosha, who is the PA to the disease, violated a law, both Nigerian law and the state law, by tampering with a corpse that never had, death certificate, so to say, which is the same law that prohibits a mortuary to accept a corpse when you do not go with the cause of death, etc., etc. They will reject it. The same thing affects anybody. Now, people do this a lot. People will put corpse in the house and call nurse to come and inject it to keep it. There are many people who do that. But if anyone wants to seek redress, you can't seek the redress because as it is your civic duty in the first place to even report it. Your job is to report crime as a good citizen, number one. Number two, the people that sought to pursue the violation of Lagos State Corona System Law, Section 16, see it deemed fit to say, we want to use the legal people because of the brouhaha that they were sending out, letter that these people is not for us, that one is not for us. And because they don't have their own lawyer, say to say, that is also in the inquest. Now, because they are not an entity and the public, they sought to speak to the lawyer, and the lawyer agreed because it's also part of things they are looking for. They want answers. Pastor Joseph Aloba also wants answers. And himself was not pleased by these people embalming his son when he got there. Now, they sought to speak to him, and through the lawyer, he agreed and said, go ahead. My lawyer will undo it for you. I give my consent. That was all. That was all. And I think that is a demonstration of a leader. People should begin to understand that Mr. Joseph Aloba, like it or not, he is a principal leader in justice for Mohbad. Now, if you go to him because he's the father, and he has said that you can put his name on your petition, even though he's not the one sending it, paying for it or anything, he has given his consent. He's happy that you are looking for what killed his son. Who is a father that will not support such? And that was what the, clergy was even validated that it was the chamber of Barrister Taiwo Dumosu that used their letterhead to write the letter, and it was sent. And it was signed, as I got it, by the lawyer that have been signing their petitions. Now, that is to show that it gave it credence. Now, let's move to the other part. Police got that. That letter was written since 25th of May. I think police got it about 2 days after, or 3 days after, and they acknowledged it. But from the beginning of April to when Darosha was called to come and, answer to a petition, it is not always cast in gold or cast in stone that when you call someone that is mentioned in a petition, that the petitioner must be on seat. No. The petitioner has already stated the petitioner's grievances. And in this case, petition to the police station by reporting a crime, they need to bring you there to now sit with the person that is the violator. Does that even juxtapose anything? Because the situation of it is not, you said, this person assaulted me, or this person came to attack me. This person violated a law by tampering with a corpse. It's a crime. Straight up. This is not bullying. Now, and even police in the first place, when they bring someone that has been accused in a petition, first they will bring that, you that you submitted the petition, you come and do your own statement too. You have done your statement on any day you agree to. You've gone. When they bring the person you accuse, you don't have to be there. Because you don't have to be there in order to aggravate anything. You don't have to be there in order to aggravate anything. Now, they don't have to tell the man, but did they tell the lawyer that wrote the letter? The lawyer knew that this guy is going to be arrested. Who represents Papa Mohbad? The lawyer knew. So when someone now come out and say, hey, Baba was not told, he was not told, the question people should have asked him, discerning people, is, who wrote that petition? Oh, which chamber? Did the lawyer know? Have you asked the lawyer? If the lawyer told him that they are acting on it, because the lawyer knew police is going to act on it. They told him we will act on it anytime from now. That is enough information for him. So when people now go about, because they feel Baba did not go there or Baba was not called. They don't have to call him. Baba's address was not, or phone number was not on that petition. But the phone number of the chamber that wrote that letter was on that petition. And in a logical way, in any system, you call the phone number and inform. You send a petition to us, yes or no, yes. You've written your own statement, yes. We are going to act on it anytime from now. If we need you, we will call you. Simple. What other information do they want? You understand what I'm saying? What other information? Because if the lawyer did not know it will happen, even many people here will not know it's going to happen. Because why will police give someone else an information when you are not the one that reported? So it's always a simple thing. Let us look beyond frivolities or tantrums. When some people feel information do not come from them, then it is fake. Come on, man. I hope I've been able to answer that.
Yep. Thank you, sir. These are free legal counsel. He traveled to Egypt. I don't know. And then he came back. He must have probably traveled, I don't know, maybe to go and chill out for a week or two. And he came back to Nigeria. Probably maybe because of Liam's birthday. Who knows? So I can't say yay or nay. I cannot say, oh, he lied on that or not. You know? I remember there was a time I called someone, they told me they are catching a flight to London. And by the time I was like, okay, safe trip. By the time I called them back, they said they were in another country. Did they lie? No, maybe they were done with what they had to do. So, yeah or nay, I cannot say when it comes to that aspect of Darosha being in Egypt. Okay? Now, on the part of is he still in justice, I am not going to shortchange him. I am not going to shortchange Lenchi at all. The what is it called? Protest in London was initiated by Lenchi. He left, he went to New York, he went to New Jersey, he went to Canada. Even if he is doing that, even if it is work that is taking him, and he also went to Nigeria, even if it is work that is taking him to these places, but he's actually making a stop at these embassies to talk about justice for Mohbad and actually turn in some 1 or 2 petitions for these embassies to look at this. And he uses his money to make T-shirts. Justice for Mohbad T-shirts, and for the London trip or London protest, he actually also cater for food. So am I going to say such a person now is turning back from justice for Mohbad? No, I will never say that. I will not shortchange him. Has he done everything right? Maybe not. Have I done everything right? Definitely not. I have made some mistakes that I will do it differently if I have an opportunity. Okay, so that is going to be my submission and my response to your question, or to clarify your mind. You really did, question. I think it was a question. That will be my personal response. There are some things I will actually have done a different way if I'm given the opportunity to do it. But does it mean because I made that mistake, I am no longer for justice? The answer is no. He has spent a lot of his money out of pockets to fight for this justice. And I will tell you, he wants justice. Has he done everything 100%? The answer is no. Okay? And then that's pretty much all I have to say. Anybody can unmute and also make your submission and contribution to his question.
Let me just attempt to answer. I think I spoke about this yesterday. Number one, do not rely on someone for your own vision, goal, or objective. What is the general objective? We are seeking justice. And the tag is justice for Mohbad because it is a means to an end. Seeking justice is not only for the Palava family, it is not only for the entertainment industry, neither is it only for Lagos or Nigeria, but it is for, mankind. It is for generations to come. Two, there will be players, just like when you get to school, when you start your school, there are people you go to year one together. They did not finish that year one with you. There are some that got to the final year. They did not even graduate with you. So it is not their own fault, but you are moving ahead. You've got your vision. You've got your goal. Pursue it. You meet people along the way, go. If things happen, that should not pull you back to say you will do or not do, or to even judge them. Number one. Number two, information is very fluid and dynamic. I said it yesterday that all these young men, they move about a lot. And we all rely on people giving us information. At times, it could be authentic. At times, it might not. At times, it might be half-true. And at times, we ourselves, we just assume and polish it and present it to look sweet. Whatever happens in between. Now, if someone now said somebody went to Cairo, has anyone verified from that somebody whether that somebody went to Cairo or not before you are castigating the person that said he went to Cairo? Has anyone checked? No one did check. Even when the person said the person went to Cairo, did anyone check if the person actually went to Cairo? So who do you want?
I think that he himself came out. I was watching one of the live, and he himself said he did not travel. He was around.
All right. Who himself said so? Darosha.
So himself.
Darosha.
He was on somebody's live.
Thank you very much. Now, because of information, let me tell you something about communication. And let me talk about blogger. Do you think informations you get on social media are 100%? No, they are not. Only few or credibility of the people giving those information. Because they are gossip. In those days when I did journalism, writing for newspaper, I will go to, National Theatre. I will behave as if I'm buying drinks. I will be listening to the gossip of actors there. I will pencil things down. I will get home. I will flesh it up. We will put it in gossip center. It is gossip. At the end of the day, it could be true because even the person talking about it might not even know the truth, but it is a gossip. Just like everybody following gossip. People go to social media to read gossip. Now, it could be 100% wrong, it could be 100% right. But that does not mean that person is not true to the cause. You need to judge people by things that they've done, not things that they did wrong. Now, on this journey so far, since I've known Lenchi, people have been attacking Lenchi based on two things. On the matter of the nurse, and for him to say Darosha went to Cairo. So if when he said Darosha went to Cairo, and Darosha came out and said, I did not travel, how many people believe Darosha? Many people do not believe Darosha, and that is the real person that will give you the actual fact. People did not really believe until they now said Darosha was detained when he went to zone 2. People now begin to say, oh, Lenchi lied. But you've gotten the truth weeks or months ago when the guy said, I did not travel. Nobody listened. So I don't want us to take that serious, per se. If you don't believe him, but it's always good to verify information. Someone might hear information from a source, just like Obaro yesterday, came and said, they arrested him. While he was on that platform, I was hearing a recording like that. He then came back again and said, no. The person that gave him the information called him back and said he was detained. He came by himself with a lawyer, not that they arrested him, but he wrote and gave some valid information. That is, someone that, call you back and say, oh, this is the information. It could be like that. It's not about the information. So for me, I don't want us to drag anybody on information of saying Darosha traveled to Darosha. What is more important? Darosha is in Lagos. What is more important? He has gone to police station and he has been given an appointment to come back. So he's not going to go anywhere. That is the most important thing. Every other story was before they saw Darosha. And tell you what, even in this justice, most of the Afenifere that come out will always talk to us. I've always said it. They will lie because we are asking them questions. They don't want to tell you I don't have information. They will now go to the back, calling meeting, and walking to the answer of what they told you. Did you drag those people? Have you gone to drag them? You don't drag them. You see them as messiahs. You see them as people that are speaking the truth. But they've been coming with untrue stories, half truth, which is also lying. And they will come with those truths. People will believe them because you trust what they are saying, because they always come as if we live, sleep on the same bed, eat in the same plate with Pastor Joseph Palava. But they've lied to you because they don't have information. Even when they go to another platform, some other people will be asking them questions. They will say another thing. Even while they are there, ask them the same question in 3 different ways. They will tell you another story. It shows. But has anybody dragged those people? No. Nobody's dragging them. But people want to drag others because they came with information. Information is dynamic. And that is what I will say. But what is very important is, let everybody be focused. You will always hear different information. Different things will come. But with time, you will hear the truth. And you will hold on to the truth. So let's take it like that. And everybody is happy. I hope I've been able to answer that. I've just contributed. My opinion, no. But everybody has right to whatever they believe.
Yes.
It's fine.
What I'm trying to ask earlier, someone in the comment section said, was a dowry money paid on introduction day is normally gift for welcoming them. Is that true?
I don't know. That question is not straight. The person was the dowry money paid on introduction day? Is that a question or what? Do you want to confirm if dowry was paid on Mohbad's introduction day to Cynthia? And you now go for that. The person needs to clarify it very well. Because it's a cloudy question, as I would say. But let me just try to answer directly. Dowry is an African thing. Now, dowry is paid by a family that wants to marry a woman. In India, it is women that pay dowry. In Nigeria, in Africa, it is men that pay dowry. In different cultures, some pay dowry, they will tell you bring 100 cows, like the Zulu and all that. But in Yoruba land, you pay with money and you come with some other things. Now, it is different from introduction. Introduction is called Momi Moi, and it is not a larger people, it's a smaller contingent. The parents, the brothers and sisters, and close nibblings, that is uncles or auntie, that will come, and the friend of the groom that will come. When they sit, it is always done in their sitting room. They come to know the parent, because parents in Yoruba tradition, once you want to marry someone, you become one family. Now, parents will come, introduce themselves, tell about what they've done, where they work, etc., etc. This is the brother of the groom. This is the sister of the groom. This is the friend of the groom. This is an auntie. This is an uncle. Finish. And on that occasion, it is the bride's family that is hosting them. But in around 1995 upward, around 2000, when in Lagos, when groom parents come like that, they come with fruits, only fruits, as a peace offering. Fruits. I repeat again, fruits. That is what they come with. They are not there to pay for dowry. It is at that meeting that we arrange and they will decide when the wedding or the traditional wedding will be done. Some, they already prepare the dowry list they will give to the family. Why some? They will say, we will get back to you. But most of the time it is decided because they always come for like 3 days. So the family will decide right there, okay, let's pick this Saturday, because they will be to arrange. And those people will tell them, we want to go and do it in our village, or we want to do it in Lagos. And if the groom's family want to pick, let us have it in the city here. Most of our friends are here. I have aged people. Those one will say, okay, let's do it here. Or those one will say, we all grew up there and all that. So they will have agreed all those things. Date is fixed. They go back home, then they get prepared. If it is 1 month, if it is 3 months, they know the date. That is what happens on introduction day. So if someone now comes and say, you call for introduction and it turns to dowry, in the real Yoruba setting, it doesn't work like that. But that is just to talk generally. Now, on introduction, they don't give dowry. Because dowry is like the Igbos, when you carry the cup, the wine. That is the real traditional wedding. And in recent time, dowry, that traditional wedding is done 2 days to the wedding, a week to the wedding, depending on how affluent they are, or early morning of that wedding day. They might put the wedding time in church to 12 in the afternoon and come by 7 before 11. They are through with the dowry, with the traditional wedding, and they change, they go to church. Now, it is at that dowry that they will bring out the list of what they gave to the groom's family. Ask you to bring 500 yam, 22 bags of this, palm oil, wine, everything will be listed and they will count it. And they will now tell you what about the envelopes. The dowry envelope, which will be the last, money for the aunties, money for the uncles, money for this, money for the wife. They will ask for all those things. Children of the house. And they will also ask, bring all notes, symbol of notes, just to pray for them. That is what they do at it. Now, they will now ask for the dowry, which is in a different envelope. That is to symbolize that they appreciate the family of the bride, of the bride, taking care of the bride. And they just want to give them a token for helping them to nurture a future mother of another generation. So that is how it's done. Now, nowadays, some family will reject it and say, we don't want dowry, But me, if you want to marry my daughter, you will come with dowry. Because even the Jews, they collect dowry. The custom demand, no matter the amount, even if it is 1 penny, you give it to the parent. And they pray with it. Because it shows that most of that, they will say, that will be the first fruit of their labor. That someone else will bring to tell you that you've done well with your child. And one of the reasons why dowry is also important is, in the olden days, ladies are meant to be virgins. They are meant to be virgins. So they are appreciating them before the man step into the room with the woman. Because they will sleep on a white cloth. And all the aunties and uncles will be waiting. When they finish, they will bring out the cloth to see if there is blood in it. And that is how the Jews also operate. And that is how the Yoruba operate. So it's a symbolic event. So you don't model it with just introduction. The introduction is mommy moi. Introduce ourselves, we go. But if in their own case they now made it the dowry thing, the traditional thing, well, maybe is Ekiti and Ikorodu style that they want to collab together, but it is what it is. I cannot talk about that. I hope I've been able to answer that question. Any other question? Hit me before I go. You see, in Nigeria, customary traditional wedding is under the customary law in Nigeria. Now, there are three things in general that says one is married in Nigeria. And I will tell you the court they will go if they want to dissolve the marriage. If you marry in the court, that is like registry, Ikoyi registry, etc., etc., or you go to a church that is licensed to marry. Not all churches are licensed to marry, because when a church is licensed to marry, they go to that Ikoyi registry, that is the Ministry of Internal Affairs, to collect booklet of marriage certificate. It is a triplicate. The church will hold one, they will give the couple two, they will take one to the registry, and they will keep one. So you have triplicate. So churches do buy it. When it finishes, they will go back, and they are numbered because it is the government that prints it out. So they'll keep the records. Now, for those marriages, if you want to dissolve those marriages, you go to the state high court, not customary court, not magistrate court. You go to the state high court because it is regarded as court wedding as such. So in those ones, if you want to dissolve, go to state high court. Now, for the traditional weddings, you go to the customary court or magistrate court, those two courts. Where and this is what shows that you marry someone. Though they do give certificates, customary certificate, many people don't collect it, but they always ask this question: have you paid dowry to marry that woman? Did the family collect dowry from you? If it is yes, did the two fathers agree to give you their child? If it is yes, it is a marriage. They could further now demand for evidence where you could show them video or picture of that event. Finish. It shows you are married customary. Now, if you go to that of the court, what they are more interested in is, did you get a certificate? Because in court, if you do it in a court, a registered church or mosque, they must give you a certificate. So if they don't give you a certificate, how do you now say you were married? That would be a question, and it is a problem to many people. Also, for many people that have done traditional marriage, they have opportunity to go and collect their certificate, but many people don't go. For anyone that is hearing my voice, please get it. It doesn't cost anything. You take the form, the father of the bride, the father of the groom will put their pictures there. Because customary, it is those people that agree for you to marry their daughter, and they will sign the form. The couple too will sign the form, they submit it, they will issue you a certificate. So for future sake, like people that go abroad, that you want to say this person is your wife, the embassy will ask you, what is the evidence? Where is your wedding certificate? You will not tell them, I paid dowry. You will not tell them that is picture. No, they don't understand that. What they understand is a legal document, and it's good for everybody to have that. So those are just the position of the law as it regards wedding. Now, in Wunmi and Mohbad's case, it is for the father to confirm that he paid dowry, even though it was an ambush. Did he pay dowry? If he did, were there pictures? If there were, then that was a marriage, traditional marriage. But even the family themselves have confirmed it, because they continuously refer to Wunmi as our wife. And in communication, black and white, they put Mrs. Wunmi Aloba there. So who are we to say she is not married to Mohbad? We will be regarded as meddlesome interloper. Busybody.
Meddlesome interlopers.
Which means we are busybody, because the family says they are wife. Now you marry the person, not be you now. Now they're married and they say now they are wife. So it is what it is. Thank you very much.